Hello, Earthlings. It's time to reset your cultural dial. Coming your way next on your favorite device, from the Hoosier State to all the ships at sea, it's the Crawfordsville Peachcast. And now, here's your second or third favorite Dave from Indiana, Dave Peach. Warning, other people named Dave may also appear.
Thanks, CD. This is the Crawfordsville Peachcast. She just said that, Dave Meyer.
Well, Dave, it's not bad to repeat it. She says it very, positive and leading, and then we're just kind of making sure everybody knows.
Happy New Year, everybody. I'm Dave Peach, and I like to pronounce words correctly.
See, I know
that's
that
what
Dave
I like to do.
He probably got some of that from his parents. He got a lot of that, folks, from Ann Harper, and I know that.
I will pay tribute to my Uncle Ed.
Okay, let's hear about Uncle Ed.
You go visit Uncle Ed, and you sit down, and he asks you, do you want a Pepsi or Coke or whatever? And
did he say, Dave, you want a Pepsi?
You'd say, yes, I'd like a Pepsi. And then he'd turn to his wife and say, Peach! I mean, this living room is about, is about as big as a dorm room. I mean, she's sitting right there in the chair.
Right.
But so apparently Uncle Ed had a big voice, and anyway,
he was a boomer.
We'll give him credit there. Hey, we're on CrawfordsvillePeachcast.podbean.com.
Now, some people say that's a lot to say, Dave, but I don't think it's a lot to say. CrawfordsvillePeachcast.podbean.com. I almost said it correctly, Dave.
We're also on iHeart, Apple, Spotify. I interrupted
all
you
the
again. It's a new year. It's 2026. I'm going to stop interrupting Dave Meyer, and I'm actually going to listen to the things that you say.
Please don't do that, Dave. That will make me nervous. I will lose trains of thought. This way, I'm just rambling on, and it's up for Curtis to dissect as he does accordingly.
I've done interviews, and people say, "You've already asked me that question." So I can't even keep track of the questions that I've asked people.
I'm asking it again, Dave. When I used to interview people, I would tell them, I'm going to ask you the same thing probably 3 or 4 different ways.
As I said before, I love that one.
As I mentioned.
As I said before, when you asked me that question before, I'm sorry. But we're also on Apple, iHeart, Spotify, YouTube, and Podbean.
Okay. All good, reputable businesses, I believe, Dave.
Did we wish everybody a happy New Year? 2026 is here. 2026 is here.
I think you did. I did not. It wasn't an oversight. I just hadn't got there. So happy 2026. We hope it's going to be a sight better than the last one, Dave.
I've also gone over the order of season 5. This is the first movie of season 5.
I'm excited. I don't know the order. This is new to me, Dave.
I can send you that.
Okay.
But we've got Rollerball, which is movie number 75. If you go back and hear numbers, this is the official number.
This is the real one.
This is the real number. It was made in 1975.
It was, Dave. And I'm going to interrupt really quick because you said you weren't going to interrupt me. But right now, Dave, on Amazon Prime, there is a documentary about what?
Got to be Rollerball.
Close. Okay. 1975. It's about 1975.
Oh, yeah. Well, we had the 50-year anniversary of 1975.
And it includes some stuff about Rollerball, as well as a lot of other movies. But very particularly, a scene that I want to talk about was one of the first scenes they showed in the, 1975 was kind of a different year. Okay, so that's a teaser, Dave. But tree shooting fire guns. I'll just say that.
Yeah, that was kind of an interesting excursion in this dystopian sci-fi thriller.
1975 is hot. That's what I'm saying. Not only you and I are being our little, dissection thereof, Dave, but the world is looking back.
Central Indiana Rubber Products provides the power for you. Central Indiana Rubber Products, or CIR, keeps farm equipment and local manufacturing processes running with gaskets, belts, seals, and O-rings, among a variety of other products and services. Employee-owned and always customer-focused. Central Indiana Rubber Products, 989 West, 83 North, Crawfordsville, and at indianarubber.com. Central Indiana Rubber Products, or CIR, power for you. The question Jonathan asks, I think it ties the movie all together.
Okay.
Rollerball, 1975, the 75th movie, as far as the Untoasted series here. What are they afraid of me for?
Yeah, I believe I wrote that down, Dave.
I wrote it down, too.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about here, really.
Now, there are some numbers here.
Okay.
This was set in 2018.
Right. So
Okay, so the movie that was made, we're in 2026. The movie was made in 1975. It was set in 2018 after corporations took over the world. We had a corporate anthem that was played before Rollerball games.
Long one. Very long one.
This was a Norman Jewison directed and produced film. He sounds famous.
Yes, he was he directed like one of the movies after this that I know he did was it was with Cher, where she says, "Snap out of it," Cher and Nicolas Cage. What is that movie, Dave?
Cher and Nicolas Cage. Moonstruck?
Moonstruck, Dave. That's a Norman Jewison.
I wasn't even listening to you when you said that, and you go,
You're so
I'm
good.
like, oh yeah, Moonstruck.
Dave.
Yeah, I never saw. But was there a movie Cher made that had pizza in it, Mystic Pizza, or was that somebody else?
Julia Roberts was in Mystic Pizza.
Okay,
but you're the hair.
Confused. I get
it's
them
the hair
confused.
thing. I believe Norman Jewison also did In the Heat of the Night, which Rod Steiger, Sidney Poitier, I believe. So a very tenured director. This movie's based on a short story. So that's what they took from. And the short story, Dave, Rollerball Murder.
Ooh, now I have some more numbers.
Okay.
I love numbers. This movie was made in 1975. Its budget was $5 to $6 million. It made $30 million. Nice. Double off the wall for James Caan and company.
A significant return. Yes, Dave.
Now,
however,
this movie was remade, and I did not get to see this. I might catch it sometime.
Okay.
It was remade in 2002.
I did see that, and I thought, it was remade, but I don't recall a lot about it. It was directed by the same guy that did Die Hard, I believe, John McTiernan.
Its budget was $70 million. It made $25.9 million. It was deemed one of the most expensive flops of all time, the remake.
Wow. Okay. Well, then I doubt we would go back for another with that kind of swing and a miss. But I will say this, Dave, no matter what we think about this movie at the end, the topic is a very interesting topic for a movie and feels like a better movie should have come out of the topic. But that's to be discussed.
According to Wikipedia, this film inspired a wave of similar dystopian-themed sports films. I'm trying to remember those dystopian-themed sports films. One thing about dystopian, and that's
yes, Dave.
That's kind of it means related to or denoting an imagined state or society where there is great suffering or injustice. A society that is bad, unpleasant, or frightening, often ruled by an oppressive force. It's the opposite of utopia.
Yes.
But, the people that are putting on the dystopian, they don't look all that happy.
No, they don't.
I mean, it's like you would think they'd be having a party. Hey, we're the dystopian purveyors here. We're imposing our dystopianness on everybody. but we're just sitting around in suits looking grumpy.
They did. They do, Dave. Yeah, it is a dystopian, but it's a very kind of quiet, cold dystopian, not a fires burning and people eating each other in the streets kind of thing.
What's the motivation to start the process of becoming dystopian?
I don't know. You guess you got it good.
Dystopian addict.
You're bored.
Dystopian.
It's something, dude.
Is there a blueprint? Do they have like a business plan? Now, here's how we're going to make it dystopian.
Right.
A, B, C, D, and they have a 3-ring binder, and everybody's making notes.
Do you think in 1975? Okay, because they could have chosen like New York, but they chose Houston.
Mm-hmm.
So Houston was the corporate team.
So in they had kind of, and then they had that kind of international flavor, which scares us.
It does.
We're used to Cleveland versus Pittsburgh, and now it's like it's like Houston
Tokyo?
Versus Madrid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, not foreign matchups. Oh my goodness, that's what dystopian's all about.
It's bad, Dave. You don't want dystopian.
No.
Well, how's your future looking?
And they thought 2018 we were all going to be in the dystopian land.
Right.
It didn't happen, did it? 2018,
I think the projections, on the future are always a real either totally off or they give us credit for more evolution faster. We're all still waiting on our jetpacks, I know.
And those were featured in the 1984 Olympic opening ceremony. Is that correct? Or closing ceremony or something
I believe.
Like that? Yeah.
No, they're still out there, Dave, but they're not. Yeah.
That would be a good band name. Waiting for my jetpack.
Waiting for my jetpack.
It's probably already been done. It's probably
Wayne in the jetpacks.
Okay, Rollerball, 1975, set in 2018. James Caan, Jonathan.
Yeah,
he was in Brian's song "Godfather."
Right. This was the height of the Jimmy Caan, tough, curly-haired Hebrew roles.
You could win a bar bet and ask somebody, was James Caan in Godfather 2? And the question is, yes.
Yes, and
I read it was a flashback, and I read that he made the same. He demanded the same money he got in the first movie.
Yeah,
and he was in a very little scene at the end.
Yeah, no, that's the payback. He got and Abe Vigoda, I believe, is also in that scene.
That's right. He brings in the cake. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh man, you're good. I heard that. I listened to you that time. And we've got Mr. Paper Chase.
John Houseman.
John Houseman.
Dave, they make their money the old-fashioned way. They earn it.
Nobody says earn better than John Houseman. If you're going to have dystopian guys in suits, and you need a guy to kind of be the spokesperson, I think John Houseman is the go-to dystopian suit guy.
Well, first of all, where does that accent come from?
We go down the line here. John Beck. Now, you don't know who...
Moon Pie!
Everybody out there, if you're of our age and you kind of followed TV and movies, John Beck is a recognizable face, but you don't know that he's John Beck.
No name attached, but you've seen that dude die or be somebody's buddy or be the bad guy.
Was he in Rich Man, Poor Man? Was he in North and South? Was he in
all that?
Yeah,
he did all that, Dave.
He was in A Finder of Lost Loves as well. I finally got through all 23 episodes.
Oh, Dave, we should do an episode just on that.
I don't think that they,
not about the shows, Dave, but about your need to do it.
That's right. I had to watch all 23. Dick Enberg.
What was Dick? Yes. It's like, wait a minute. Okay, first of all,
playful Dick Enberg. We're here in Cleveland, Ohio, and he's got a 7-yard gain. That kind of thing. But he also does dystopian sports. He's a dystopian sports guy.
Now, if I'm correct here, we didn't see Dick's face. We just heard the voice.
We just heard the voice.
Yeah, no, but it was distinctive. It was young Dick Enberg.
What a day for Dewey. Dick's kind of but the thing of it is, Dick is kind of like your favorite uncle.
Oh, yeah. No, he's
Dick,
yeah.
Uncle Dick's coming over,
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness, he does all
good.
these games. I didn't know you did dystopian rollerball.
You did dystopian rollerball, Uncle Dick? What? Was there more to you?
Oh, my.
Oh, my. They paid me very well.
Somebody named Maud Adams, who seems familiar.
She was a Bond girl.
Bomb.
I believe in Octopussy, Dave.
Moses Gunn, Robert Ito,
Mm-hmm.
and Ralph Richardson, who I didn't know. I didn't write down what Ralph Richardson was in the movie.
He was the librarian, it says here. I didn't write it down. But, yeah, Dave, there's a lot about, okay, first of all, if I'm looking at football and I'm saying, okay, I'm going to imagine I'm going to say you got to have a helmet, right, in this futuristic dystopian game. Basically, they're wearing a 1975 football helmet, and they didn't imagine that the face guard would progress beyond what your most basic quarterback was wearing, Dave. So that's one thing that got me.
It was almost like what a field goal kicker would wear.
Right. And I also thought, because there's a lot of close-ups where you can kind of see the texture of the uniforms, uniforms looked really like not a quality fabric, Dave. Not necessarily a breathable natural fabric, but you would think it would just have been something better. And then the last thing on this topic, and I'll let this part of it go. They invented a font that is bad.
Oh,
and stayed with us.
Look at this cool font. It's at the top of this page. The cool font. I can check it off. I actually heard you say that. The cool font. It is still here.
They invented a font. They did.
Now,
how about that?
Okay, we're talking about Rollerball, and
yes,
we can talk a little bit about the plot. Jonathan is the Tom Brady of Rollerball.
He's the Tom Brady of Rollerball, and what you find out is because you're not really so he's both fast and tough, and also has this. He does this scene where he's training, where this cocky guy basically he sets him up to take him out, and then he gets out of the way and makes the guy look bad. So you know that he has all these differing skills for this game, but it's hard to he never seems to anything throughout this whole process. He had his wife taken away because another corporate person wanted his wife, right? But he had come to grips with that, I guess. I mean, it was a real, I don't know, Dave. How do you set it up? The government is run by corporations, and the corporations basically allow this one game, which is huge, played instead of wars, right? Because there's no more war in this futuristic, weird society. But I guess it's just all about keeping individuals down in this game that they show, where people get first of all, they get their satisfaction when people get really harmed because we have motorcycles.
Or die.
Or die. We have motorcycles on the field of play, right? And, I mean, I don't know. How do I set it up, Dave,
okay, I'm going to back it up. Back up. They mentioned the corporate wars.
Yes.
So what were the corporate wars? I needed a little... In my mind, I'm thinking corporate wars. I don't. When I think of that, I need a visual.
So it's, to me, I guess they're saying somehow, let's say, I don't know how it would get down to. I'd say maybe it's Apple and Amazon team up to take on the rest of the world or something.
And they have a war. Now we have a corporate anthem, as we mentioned, and
very long.
There is an owner of the Houston team. Do they have a nickname?
I don't. You know what? I don't know if we got it. Was definitely an energy corporation. Got that feel.
Yes,
but I don't know if they had. I don't know. I'm looking to see if there was a name. I don't think
there was a name. I think it was just Houston.
Yeah, just Houston. Yeah.
And if you're unfamiliar with the game, it's sort of like roller derby, with each team having a motorcycle,
right?
And it's a big ball-bearing metal ball that they have to get, and somehow
I would say it's like
a
shot. It's probably like a shot put size that probably weighs less than a shot put, but is substantial.
So after the win,
yes,
it is pretty much. For some reason, they want Jonathan out of the game. They want him to retire, and they want to give him a big old send off, a special where everybody's going to gather at a party, kind of like a Hollywood premiere. Right. There's going to be a guy that interviews him, and he's going to announce his retirement. They want him out. They don't want him to continue playing rollerball. And we get back to that question, what are they afraid of me for? Obviously, they're not making they're not worried about making money off viewership or whatever. They're not selling jerseys, it appears. But for some reason, they want Jonathan out of the picture.
To me, the whole thing is he has become too popular as an individual, and they can't have any individual be too popular with the masses. It's got to be, that's where part of rollerball is every one of the individuals is expendable, right? So he understands this, but he doesn't fully understand this. He has people that he thinks he can trust, like in his head, it's his first wife, this guy Cletus, who was his coach. And what he basically comes to find out is everybody's in, right? Everybody's in on the same deal. And they, no matter what he believes, they're going to go along with what the corporation wants.
I feel that, kind of looking at watching the movie, during the parts that I could stay awake during, Jonathan represents hope.
Yes.
And in dystopian land, in the dystopiana that this is, the dystopianatic tendencies or whatever, the dystopian place where they are, they don't want hope.
No, Dave. Hope gives people a reason to possibly get together.
I came up with something the other day, and I just want to get it out there, so I get it on tape.
Please do.
To do things that you've never done, you have to do things that you've never done. I'm okay. Now back to the show.
That feels like Dave. I'm gonna tee you up. It's 1984, and you're interviewing Bill Sylvester, and I'm gonna say, Coach, what's the key to winning the conference?
Well, to do things you've never done, you have to do things that you've never done. Okay, so the guys in suits are watching for me, an uninspiring sport. I mean, you think about NFL football, it's played in big arenas with a lot of suites and a lot of places that you go that I guess people that want to do that go to a different area and eat and drink while they watch a game and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But there's none of that in this dystopian rollerball world. It's pretty scant as far as accoutrement. Yeah,
very scant. They shot it in this very circular arena facility in Germany, and then they kind of they change it out to make it look like basically a similar place in different places. But they use the same location for everything, and it's kind of I don't know how many people are on a team, but the goal is to take the ball and shove it in the pipe kind of thing and destroy your opponent along the way.
The red light equals death or injury. Is it death or injury or either or?
It could be both.
Yeah.
And there's this thing too. Okay, so along the way,
So they show it, and if you haven't seen the movie,
yes,
they have
you
this.
haven't,
They
most
have
of you.
this. They have the player's number on a very old school scoreboard,
Right.
and when it goes to red, that means that they're either dead or injured to the point that they cannot continue.
They cannot play anymore.
Yeah.
No, it was very kind of old school lights out. Red, you're dead. I thought that was kind of cute, Dave. Well, okay, so I guess they first start to, when Jonathan is not going along with them, they then are going to change the rules to demonstrate to him that he has to. So the first part of that, Dave, to me is moon pie. They they basically take moon pie out.
Moon pie is non-responsive,
Is the dead of the brain following the game.
and Jonathan refuses to pull the plug on Moon
Right.
Pie after the win over Japan. Was it the win over Japan?
I think so. Yes, yeah.
So Moon Pie's out of the picture, and that we do have the parties where the owner brings out this little box of pills and hands them out, and
Right. There's
I
some
don't know
weirdness there.
I don't know exactly what that means, but we also had the party where, and you were talking about this maybe before the show, where they get a little bit rambunctious and go outside and start
Right.
napalming trees.
It is. And there's not any context
in
to
a
it.
dystopian world, you
Right.
you go out and napalm some of the owners' trees.
And there's no context. They don't say anything about it before or after. They just do it, and then it kind of goes on, Dave. I thought that was going to be a plot turn of some sort.
I do think when they are sitting around in a drugged stupor watching television, it's kind of like early ESPN, like 1983, where people literally they're watching Alabama versus the Citadel,
Right.
the replay at 1 a.m. in an altered state, we will say, and that appeased them at that time.
Yeah.
Because at one point in this, like they're all lying around, they go, I think they're going to show some replays. Oh, okay. So they didn't have cell phones and all that stuff.
No.
So they were actually waiting for the multivision replay of Madrid versus Paris.
Houston,
from
Paris, yes.
From 19. Well,
This
it
is
would
the
have been.
good stuff.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it would have been in 2014, right? Because this was set in
Rollerball
2018.
Classic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rollerball
it was on-
Classics from 2014.
Oh man, Dave, this is it's an interesting. I mean, because it does basically, obviously, there's a part of them commenting on professional football, on the ascent of corporations to be the biggest power brokers, which in many ways they have most certainly become.
Well, Dave, corporate decisions are made by corporate executives.
Oh, that's one of the good ones, Dave. Yeah. No. Well, Dave, I know at one point, I wrote this down a while ago, so I can't remember who said it, but the line is, a game? This wasn't meant to be a game ever.
Oh. And
So,
somehow along the dystopian way, they had to make a choice between nice things and freedom, and they chose nice things.
I don't get that. Now, the guy who designed this described Rollerball as a blend of a roulette wheel, pinball machine, elements of roller derby, hockey, football, motocross racing, and judo. That's quite a.
That's a lot to put in the blender, man.
Now, Dave, I will say there was a Hollywood stuntman who went on to become a pro wrestler who worked on this movie. His name, Dave, Mark Rocco. So what name do you think he used when he became large enough for anybody to know him?
Mark Rocco. I'm just going to
Think of the
Yes.
movie.
Rollerball.
Here we go.
Mark Rocco. I can't think of a Mark. I'm just going to say Leapin' Lanny Poffo.
It was Rollerball, Dave. Just Rollerball.
That was his
name.
His wrestling name?
Rollerball.
Never. I don't think I ever watched it.
If Dave, if I would have said back to you, yes, Dave, it was Leaping Lanny
Poffo.
That would have been a very much a Paul Harvey.
So his last name was Rocco.
His last name was indeed Rocco. And
I did a game this week, and the guy's first name was Rocco.
See, I think back in the 70s, it was a last name. Today, it's a first name.
I can't remember a guy named Rocco.
Rocco Mediate beat John Daly. No, he didn't. He tied John Daly.
Right, yeah.
And then John beat him.
That. Rocco Mediate.
One part about this, Dave, I don't know, in doing the crack research that our team does, Howard Cosell interviewed Jimmy Caan and Norman Jewison on the set, Dave.
Ooh.
Did you know this?
I did not.
Howard Cosell interviewed him, and
Howard
basically,
Cosell.
Yeah, he was, what is this about? The game was so realistic when they were shooting it. Cast, extras, stunt personnel played it between takes. And Howard interviewed Norman and Jimmy, and they showed clips, and they explained the rules. Now, here's the part. Audiences who saw the film loved the action that Jewison was contacted by promoters wanting the rights to the game so that a real rollerball league
with motorcycles.
Could be formed. Jewison was outraged, as the entire point of the movie, he says, was to show the sickness and insanity of contact sports and their allure. So, God love that, Dave. Just
is that an attempt at life imitating art?
I guess, Dave. But will we? I wanted somebody to ask old Norm, tell me about shooting the trees with the fire gun. Tell me about the napalm of the pines. What's happening, Dave? What is that about? What allegorical thing do us Midwesterners just not uncork in that?
Well, kind of tying it up here, Jonathan refuses to quit. He refuses to pull the plug on Moon Pie. They say he must lose. There's a vote. One of the early Zoom calls that was ever... early Zoom.
You're right. I give them credit for that, Dave.
I mean, they predicted Zoom calls.
They were on
all the dystopian men and women in their suits. They all voted affirmative.
Yes.
By the people on the Zoom call. It ends with Jonathan winning the championship, and they kind of go to this. Boom,
well, and he doesn't
kill.
He doesn't kill his opponent.
That's right.
He doesn't kill his opponent, so he demonstrates that, and then it's like the people are cheering. And what does that lead to, Dave? We don't know.
And we're just stuck in
the end of a bad movie, Dave.
Yeah. Where do you rate the movie? I thought the movie was it was a little bit dull.
Yeah. There's a quote, Jimmy Caan, they asked him, he rated it 8 out of 10. Okay. But he said, I couldn't do much with that character. So my first thought was, Jimmy, you're being a very, very kind. But number one, it's not an 8. And clearly you couldn't. He didn't really, because the character, it kind of stays in this middle ground of what is there, what's his real motivation for rebelling and or wanting something different. I don't know that I knew that. So I look at this movie like it could have, should have, and definitely wasn't. So I wonder, like, when they were remaking it, they obviously had some similar idea, like this could be a good movie, but then it must have been worse, Dave.
I've got to watch it. Now, we do know this. This movie was set in 1975.
Yes.
I'm sorry, the movie was made in 1975. It was set in 2018.
Set in 2018.
Now,
yes.
One thing that we do know as far as 1975's thought of what would be stylish in 2018 is the Herb Alpert kind of midriff cut jacket with the black pants and the white shirt.
Yes.
I guess they thought, okay, it's gonna go out in the early '80s, but I tell you what, in 2018, it's coming back, man, and that's what he's gonna wear to the big party, the Herb Alpert minus the Tijuana brass, midriff. And I am actually in 2026. My goal is to lose weight to the point that you can, to the point that I'm going to get me one of them things, and I'm going to wear it to a swanky party.
I was going to say, Dave, when you
I'm going to get like platform shoes or like 3 inches above the ground. And
I want to be there.
I'm going to have my little frilly white shirt with my midriff jacket. And I'm going to walk into the party looking like somebody in a movie that was made in 1970 or movie that was made in 1975, looking as swanky as a 2018 person could be.
Oh my God. I got to believe that James Caan probably said, I don't know about this. I don't know about this.
Is this the style of 2018?
You look great in it. You look great in it. That's what it was. Oh man, you rock this.
Are they really still wearing these in 2018? Is what Jimmy Caan should have said.
Dave, it was.
What year are we in? We're in 2026, talking about a movie that was made in 1975, that was set in 2018, and was remade in 2020. What was the
2002?
2002. What year were they making that one in?
I don't know, Dave.
And did he wear a Herb Alpert?
Shirt.
Did he wear a Herb Alpert little midriff jacket that doesn't really button? I don't think those really button. Those are not meant to button, right?
No,
they're meant to be open.
Yes, it's That's all.
I mean,
you're
not looking to button the top button or something like that. No, you're just kind of like you're freestyling.
Yeah, you're freestyling, Dave. That's what the kids would say today. That's what
Rollerball. What do you
Mr.
think?
E.
The soundtrack, not much of a soundtrack.
It's kind of
like some production
classic
music. Yeah.
Yeah, very classic kind of background. Dave, if you're going to go out of 10, I don't think you could go more than 5. I'd say it's a 5. It's a swing that was interesting, but the movie part of it just fails.
It's hard to stay awake during Rollerball. So if you're having trouble sleeping, pop on Rollerball, and believe me, it's like really that 38th minute.
Yeah, you're good.
When the land of Nod kicks in. Like,
you're gonna go down.
It's like you've taken one of those little pills in the box that the owner gives you after the
and you'll be, and the thing is the next day you won't feel like, oh, I gotta watch the rest of it. You'll think you're good.
Yeah. Next up, and you don't have the order yet, but I do. And here's the cool thing about season 5 of
Dave.
Untoasted. We're going to go with the movie number. So this was movie number 75, and we got 25 movies. We have 25 movies, so we will end at movie 99.
Ah, I like that.
Which means season 6 will have movie number 1. So we're going to kind of group these movies by decade. So we're going to go to We're going to go to 3 movies from this century.
All right.
The first one up next is going to be Another Simple Favor from 2025. So we'll jump 50 years.
Okay, I like it. Okay.
And then we're going to go with True Grit, this is the remake, 2010 remake.
Right.
And David, I talked about this movie, and I forgot that we did go to the theater to see the remake. I did see this movie when it came out.
That's okay.
And then your movie, The Boat That Rocked. So that's those are the next 3 movies.
That rocked. Okay, I'm excited. This is going to be fun, Dave.
Anna Kendrick. I think we're going to try to. I'm trying to describe the podcast and say we have a healthy, friendly attraction to Anna Kendrick movies.
I think it is healthy, and if she would be a good guest, she would be cool here. Her repartee of wit.
You jumbled out there a little bit. Go say the Anna Kendrick thing again.
I said her repartee of wit.
There you go.
Work with ours. Yeah. No, Dave. Something happened right there. I just saw it on my end. There was I think we had a Wi-Fi hit here.
Ah, that could be.
Okay.
As we tell people, and we told them before, we are on Crawfordsville peachcast.podbean.com.
Yes.
We're also on iHeart, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, not Yoo-hoo, but YouTube and Podbean. We thank you.
We're available at local grocery stores, I've heard, in the frozen food section.
You are breaking up there. Is that your Wi-Fi or my Wi-Fi?
It's mine, but I don't know.
Dave is going away, so I will tell you folks, Dave Meyer will get his Wi-Fi going for a simple favor coming up next. And until next time, America, for Dave Meyer, I'm Dave Peach. Thanks for listening to the Crawfordsville Peachcast.
Thank you for listening to the Crawfordsville Peachcast. If you enjoyed it, follow the podcast and ring the bell so that way you'll always be up to date with the newest episodes. We'll see you next time.